Hello students, so in this class I am going to teach you how to find octant of a point in 3D. In two-dimensional geometry already we know how to find address of a point. Suppose if I consider P of 2, 3, then both x and y are positive, the point P belongs to first quadrant. If I consider the coordinates of the point Q as -2, -3, here x is negative and y is negative, so it belongs to third quadrant. So now consider P of 2, 3, -5. Okay. So now we have to name the octant of this point. Okay. So now here you observe the coordinates of the point P are 2, 3, -5. As x is positive, y is positive, and z is negative. It is possible in fifth octant. Here x is positive, y is positive, and z is negative. So the point P belongs to fifth octant. Like we write a Q3 means a third quadrant. Here I will write O5, fifth octant. So suppose if it belongs to sixth octant, then here I will write it as O6. Okay. Now here we have this table, so easily we can name the octant. But how to remember this table, right? So how to remember this table means, now you observe, divide these 8 octants into 2 parts. Okay, so first 4 parts and then next 4 parts. Okay, so here you divide this into 4 parts. Okay, and then you divide these x, y, z axis into 2 parts. Okay, so x axis, x, y is one part and z is another part. Now you observe the signs. This plus plus, these are the signs of the first quadrant. Minus plus, these are the signs in the second quadrant. Minus minus, these are the signs in third quadrant. Plus minus, these are the signs in fourth quadrant. So these are the signs of first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Now the sign remains the same: first quadrant sign, second quadrant sign, third quadrant sign, and fourth quadrant sign. Now for z axis, now here you observe in the first 4 octants it is positive, and in the next 4 octants it is negative. Okay, so here observe how to remember this table means, you divide this into 2 parts, x, y one part, and you divide the octants into 2 parts, first 4 octants and then next 4 octants. Okay, so in first octant both x and y are positive. In second quadrant x is negative, y is positive. In third quadrant both x and y are negative. In fourth quadrant x is positive, y is negative. Now you take down the same signs: plus plus, minus plus, and then minus minus, plus minus. Okay, now as I told you, in first 4 octants z is positive, and in the next 4 octants z is negative. So like this easily you can remember the table. Okay, now here if I have the point P 2, 3, -5, now easily you can construct the table. Here x is positive, y is positive, z is negative. X positive, y positive, z negative. That means the point belongs to fifth octant. Okay, now instead of constructing this table, how to find the address of a point in 3D in direct way. So here you consider the point P 2, -3, -7. Now you observe x is positive, y is negative, z is negative. So plus 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 minus minus, which is possible in 8th octant. Okay, so without referring this table, how to find the address of the point? So for that you do one thing: you divide the coordinates of a point P into 2 parts. So x and y one part and z another part. Here you observe x is positive and y is negative. So x positive, y negative, it is possible in 4th quadrant. So you take down 4. It is possible in 4th quadrant, you take down 4. and z is negative is there. If z is negative is there, then you add by 4. Okay, so 4 plus 4, what will get? 8. So the point P belongs to 8th octant. Okay, yes. So you take one more example. If the point P is 2 comma minus 3 comma 4. Okay, now how to find address of this point? So follow the same procedure. You divide the point P into two parts. Okay, first you name the quadrant. So x is positive and y is negative. It belongs to fourth quadrant, so it is 4. And as z is positive, if z is positive, then you add by 0. Okay, so what is the shortcut? If z is positive, then add by 0, add 0. If z is negative, then you add by 4, then you will get the required octant. So 4 plus 0 is what? 4. Okay, understood? So now here I will consider some of the examples. Name the octants in which the following points lies in the which octant. So here 1 comma 2 comma 3 is there. You divide this point into two parts. X is positive, y is positive, so it is possible in first quadrant, and z is also positive. You add by 0, so 1 plus 0 is 1. It belongs to first octant. Okay, now you consider the second example. 4 comma minus 2 comma 3. Here x is positive, y is negative. X positive, y negative. It is possible in fourth quadrant, and z is positive. If z is positive, add by 0. So 4 plus 0, it is fourth octant. Now 4 comma minus 2 comma minus 5. Okay, x positive, y negative. X positive, y negative, fourth quadrant. Z is negative, add by 4. If z is negative, then add 4. Okay, so here z is negative, we are adding 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. It belongs to 8th octant. Similarly, now you can simplify. So minus minus, it belongs to third quadrant. Z is negative, add 4, it belongs to 7th octant. Clear? So like this, in easiest way we can find the address of a point in 3D. Thank you.